Hey all, and welcome to Geek Freaks. Today we have some nerd news for you. We're going to be talking about Happy Death Day to you, and we're going to be doing like a fake Oscars. We're going to be talking about the Oscars coming up. They're coming this week, but the topics or the normal Oscars suck, so we're going to do some new ones. Okay. We have a full crew today. I am Frank, and then we have Squeaks.
Squeaks!
Joe.
Me!
Yeah, Joe's around again.
Wow.
He's been in hibernation and just getting warm. Jonathan.
Hey, yo.
And Daniel.
Hello.
Hello. All right, we didn't get an Ola. I was expecting your Ola.
Yeah.
This is an ethnic free.
There's some background sound I'm sure you guys are hearing. That's the heater because it's freezing right now. So enjoy. So there's no way around that. I'm going to try to edit out as much of the heater as possible, but it's too damn cold. So what are you guys currently watching? Anybody watching anything good?
Shoot, what am I watching? I am watching a show. Well, actually, I changed my shows to watch anime. So,
What anime are you
Tokyo
watching?
Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul?
Yeah,
Okay.
finally started watching it.
Yeah.
Super good.
About time.
Yeah, I know, really.
What are you watching right now? Daniel?
Right now, Kitchen Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares? Hey, no judgment, no judgment.
I'm bored. I know, I found them all on YouTube. So I just been tweaking
That's such a weird format to be watching Kitchen
I know,
Nightmares
but
too.
they're all free. And I was like, I
Doesn't
don't
seem like
want
something
all
you would
of
watch.
I picture like Daniel like talking to his mom. This chicken is so uncooked. Hey, but you know what? On YouTube, I am watching a show too, but I'm watching How to Catch a Predator. I really am.
From the predator's perspective.
Yeah.
How to not get caught as a predator.
They should do that.
No.
You were waiting to see your episode, right? That you were.
Yeah. Why are they not airing it?
No spoilers.
Spoilers, I ran away.
Spoilers.
What about you, Joe?
I got a plea deal.
What are you watching, Joe?
I'm not watching anything.
Just
Playing PUBG.
laying in your bed, staring at the
Playing
ceiling?
PUBG.
PUBG, oh my
PUBG?
god. You're like Daniel in League of
Okay, cool.
Legends.
You
just
big
won't
on
get
Super
off of
Mario
it.
Brothers 2 or any other dead ass old games you're big on?
I'm playing my Sega Genesis.
You're like 2 battle royales out of date. That's pretty bad now.
It's still the best one.
Everybody's on Apex, bro.
Is it?
Time to
'Cause
upgrade.
like I said, Bluehole still hasn't fixed any of their issues.
Yeah.
What do you want me to play? Fortnite?
No,
No,
play
play
Apex.
Apex.
This game's garbage.
Oh my god.
Is
Not
it?
according to the 25 million people playing it right
Yeah.
now.
According to me.
25 now?
And it's my
Yeah.
time. My gaming time.
25. It hit like 25 million in the first week. of
Yeah, I saw
releasing.
10 million, which is like, what, in a couple days? I was like,
Yeah.
How many
dang.
people were playing PUBG? Like 20,000 maybe? 30?
How many in America?
It takes a while to
Still,
get one
still had
game.
100 in each in-game, so that's all that matters.
And then Jonathan, we
It's
were
the
talking
same people
about
every
you're,
year.
watching Umbrella Academy.
Yep.
How much is that?
I watched the first episode. I don't know. I can't even remember how long the episode was. I think it was like an hour-long episode. But it was really good.
Yeah.
Really got me hooked. So I think I'm going to start reading. Well, we'll talk about it later. But I think I'm going to start reading the comic series from that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna be. Yeah, we'll talk about comics later on. We'll do that probably next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw in a show, though, real quick, that I just watched. The Haunting of Hill House on
Yeah.
Netflix.
This guy
Did you
knows
watch
that.
it? Did you watch it?
So I'm behind on games, but you're behind on TV shows.
You're behind
I
on
remember
the
watching
podcast.
that in
I was like,
October.
oh, it's pretty cool.
Joe,
But,
yeah, Joe talked about it in the podcast.
oh my god, it's scary as hell.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Want to know how it ends?
Already done.
Oh, well, this is
Of course not.
Everybody gets exercised.
I was going to say I don't remember because
I
I
hate
watched it so long
exercise.
ago.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into some news real quick. We're looking at movie news. Fast and the Furious release date got moved again. I know you're all excited about
Oh
that.
my gosh, I can't wait.
I am actually. I am excited for it. It looks good. I like Jason Statham and I like The Rock, so I'm excited for that movie.
Yeah, I like The Rock. He plays the same person every movie.
Hey, don't be so.
He does, but I like that character.
No, he's fun.
Bruce Willis never not played Bruce Willis. I mean, he's always just the Bruce Willis
Yeah.
character. You know what I'm saying?
I'm also
It's not
excited for
Kevin
the
Hart.
wrestler, that wrestling movie.
Oh, is
That
it Paige
show.
Van Zandt? Or not
Uh,
Paige.
Fighting-
But the girl's main character is Paige.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting
I
with
watch
the
her-
family.
That looks funny.
Yeah.
I watch her on Divas.
Yeah.
I do watch that show.
Yeah. So Fast and Furious got moved from April 19th to May 22nd. It's now competing directly against Godzilla versus King Kong. What do you guys think? Who's going to win that fight?
Probably
King Kong.
probably Godzilla.
I think Godzilla. I'm going to want to watch Godzilla over the.
We're talking about the movie, right? We're talking about the Masters.
Well, no, right now, no, yeah.
Godzilla versus King Kong. Yeah, I think Godzilla takes
They're both releasing the same day. Yeah, I think Godzilla could take some like Pontiacs or whatever, but yeah.
I'm going with
Do
King
they drive
Kong.
Pontiacs? I don't
I'm
know.
going with agility to win.
Are we actually talking about Cars versus Godzilla? Or are you talking about?
I'm talking about King Kong.
I don't think we can. I think we know who's going to win the blockbuster money.
Yeah.
And then they already have a release date for Fast and Furious 10, which is crazy. There's 10 of them. That's on April 2nd, 2021. Next, we got the Star Wars 9 just finished filming.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's going to be releasing on the 20th of December. J.J. Abrams is directing it. This is the last of the trilogy. You guys excited for this at all? Or is it just kind of...
I hope it's the last of Star Wars.
Yeah, is Captain Kirk coming back?
Captain Kirk will be there. I hear Spock's making a cameo. I'm pretty excited. How many people are pissed off that you said that? Some real...
I hear. Wait, if you listen close enough, you can see the viewers drop.
The viewers.
After the last couple Star Wars, I don't care.
Listeners, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the last one.
It's the last one.
Other ones are horrible.
They were good.
Rogue One was good. That's it.
Rogue One
Okay.
was good. The Solo movie was really good.
You gotta watch... Well, actually, you like Solo movie in theaters.
Yeah, but
I didn't care for it in theaters, but the second time I watched it, I really liked
Yeah,
it.
I enjoyed it, but I know it tanked.
Yeah.
Money wise and stuff, and how people thought about it.
And
I thought it was cool.
I know, like, reviewer-wise, the last Star Wars movie wasn't good, but I still enjoyed my experience. So I do want to see more Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I'm less excited about it than I am, like, about Marvel movies now that I noticed.
I'm getting less excited for all of those recently.
Yeah.
Well, in the beginning,
It's
I wasn't
fatigue.
really excited for Marvel movies until like the last one came out, and then Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that now.
Yeah.
Endgame looks good. Yeah.
I'm
I
excited for
thought
just
Endgame.
in that kind of story or
We'll
whatever.
do an episode probably pretty soon, actually, where we'll just dig into what we know about Endgame, some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that's been going on. We'll really kind of analyze it before the movie actually comes out, so that'd be pretty cool. And then share the Reese's, guys. It's okay. You guys don't have to be quiet about it. And dig in.
We'll be right back after messages from these sponsors.
That is the loudest ever. Oh my god. I'm probably editing that out. If not, I'm sorry that you just had to hear that. I might have gotten lazy.
Now the listeners are leaving.
Yeah. Sponsored by Reese's.
I think they're going to the doctor for their, what is it, tinnitus?
Tinnitus, yeah.
Tinnitus check.
So October 4th, Disney's calling this Triple Force Friday. Have you guys heard about this yet?
Nobody.
They're releasing 4... just said triple and I said 4. What are they? They're releasing 3...
Quadruple Force Friday.
Yeah. They're releasing 3 Star Wars things. The new Star Wars 9 toys, which is a big deal for, because you can get a lot of the plot from the toys. Joe's not excited about it. They're releasing Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order. It's a new video game from EA.
Oh, are they really making a game? I didn't know about
It's
this.
done made. Well, they're finishing it up.
Do you have any news on what it's about or anything?
Not yet. It looks like it's going to be like a action RPG. Less RPG, more action.
Okay. EA's doing a great job with their lives.
Yeah, and then we're also going to get of the 3, this is the one I'm excited about.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian. It's the Jon Favreau TV show coming to the Disney streaming service.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty excited about that. So that day, they were all 3 releasing. Triple Force Friday, we'll probably do an episode 4 or something like that. It's whatever. Disney can just make holidays now, I guess. So I'm excited. There's a new new comic book movie coming out. It's off of a 3 comic book series, and it's called Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I saw that. I saw a picture.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You didn't know this.
That's like a movie about my childhood right there. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's expected late spring, so it's coming up pretty quick.
Now people won't believe me when I told them I got beat up by turtles.
And it's going to be kind of it's actually the comic book art style too, so it's a little bit more mature art style than like your normal Ninja Turtle TV shows out nowadays. Aaron Paul's coming back for his role as Jesse in the new Breaking Bad movie.
I've seen that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's made by AMC, and it's actually going to be released on Netflix first, and then AMC afterwards.
I wonder how much they had to pay for that.
I know, and it's interesting because it's like Netflix is the blockbuster for this. It's the theater,
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's considered straight to
Yeah.
straight to theater or a DVD or something like that level, but hopefully it's still good quality, and it's got Jesse's coming back, so I'm pretty happy with that.
It's me.
And then let's see, the last thing I'll talk about. Let's see. Oh yeah, we'll talk about the Frozen trailer. You guys see the new Frozen trailer?
Yeah.
You didn't really get much out of it.
You got quite a bit.
I got
out
more
of it.
than I wanted out of it.
Really?
I'm not
Then
excited.
I must have not been paying attention because all I seen her was she
Running
kept
to the
running
ocean.
into the ocean. I was like, what is she trying to do? I'm confused.
Did you hear about? It
She wants
reminded
to
me of it
find
when you said
their
when you
parents.
were talking about Disney.
She goes
Yeah.
to look for the
You
parents.
see
in
that
the
they're
ocean.
bringing out.
Yeah,
They're
they're
coming. Keenan is reviving
That'd be
all
helpful.
that, and
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah. Yeah, so real quick on the Frozen 2 trailer, the big thing with that is that we're going to see people with other abilities. So basically multiple elemental benders. There's 4 different elements.
How'd you get
So
that?
she finds the avatar.
It's all in the trailer if you pay
Avatar.
attention to it real good. You
Like,
see this
not
wind.
paying attention.
It shows an airbender that's messing with Anna. So
we're gonna see Elsa
Fire.
versus Katana with the with ice bending.
yeah, so basically that's what and we'll have to see that. And there's hints. There's
Long ago,
Emergency
right?
Officer does a whole thing about this where there's a hint that Anna actually had abilities and the trolls took the abilities away. So
Wow.
they might be expanding this universe or whatever. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
That's weird.
Keenan is bringing back all that. Keenan Thompson, he's the one he's on SNL right now. He's from the original show as well. He's bringing back all that, and we're also getting Are You Afraid of the Dark? This is part of Nickelodeon's like.
Are these both going to be on Nickelodeon?
And
Well, that makes sense. I was just making sure.
they should be right. They're also bringing a featured length of Rocko's Modern Life and Invader Zim.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they're just like cleaning up on the '90s and early 2000s. So it's pretty good. That's the movie news / TV news.
Was it? I saw seemed like an extended Aladdin trailer.
Oh, yeah,
before
yeah,
had
Genie.
only,
Yeah,
I'd only seen the teaser before. This one actually had the genie. In
this
it.
one actually has the
Will
genie.
Smith.
What do you guys think of Will Ferrell as genie?
Will Smith.
Will Smith,
Will
sorry.
Oh,
Will
I
Ferrell
think
as genie would
that
be
probably would have been.
Holy crap! That might be actually.
I thought it looked horrible.
Yeah, me and my wife debated that a little bit because I was
Okay,
like, this
I'll
does not
debate
feel
that.
like a Robin Williams genie. Just the little bit that he says,
Yeah.
he seems like
It's
he's
not-
playing Will Smith.
But it's not going to be though, for sure. They're not going
Yeah.
to try to imitate Robin Williams.
I think that's their safest bet is to not try to do that.
Yeah, but I'm hoping he's as zany and funny as
Has
from
to
the
be,
movies should be. Yeah, not just don't play. Don't be Hitch. Don't play Will Smith being a funny guy, but
That's what it'll
not
be.
being the genie.
That's what it's gonna be. That's,
That's what it seems like. It's like I hope he's outside of his regular acting comfort zone. You know what I mean?
Well, I think we got a little thing because I was telling you. Remember the first images released, Genie was just normal Will Smith. So I think maybe
Yeah.
he's going to transform himself to look like a human, whatever.
Uh,
Also,
They
I
said that's only for a few minutes of the movie, though, of him going
think,
human.
yeah. But I think I have my doubts on it, like really low. But I think this Genie looks kind of cool. Visually, I think it looks okay.
It bugged me at first, but I think it's one of those things you're just going to get used to. And it's hard because it's a still image. So it's a still image of a very CGI'd fixed face, so it's not going to look right no matter what we do.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm sorry, there is a full trailer or teaser of it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying what's passing around the internet and everybody's freaking out about is that still image,
Yeah.
So it's hard to kind of base it off of that.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it is. I'll keep my mind open on it, but
Yeah.
it does look like garbage right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. Okay, trying to think of anything else we got that's really important for this week.
Any Game of Thrones news?
Game of Thrones is still coming in April, and the prequel will be starting development in. I just read this article. The prequel for Game of Thrones is starting development early summer. They're starting development.
Same directors or
No, it's the director that did the Battle of the Bay episode and Battle of the Bay,
Blackwater Bay.
Blackwater Bay. Thank you. And he did the.
he's really fucking up today. What is it?
He did a few of the big ones. He did the Winterfell battle and stuff. Wow, bro. Wow.
my phone was on off.
Thank you for reminding me to turn my nose on.
So
Nobody calls me.
it's one of their better directors. It's going to be running the show.
Okay.
Yeah, he does like all the best episodes, honestly. So he's coming back for that. That'd be cool. And that'll start in summer. We'll release like some production news as that's going on. We already have kind of a cast building up. We just don't know a lot about the story. We know that it'll be 5,000 years before the events of the current show. We know it's going to be mostly from the cast. We know it's going to be mostly Valeria and the southern continent and some itty-bitty Westeros. Not too much Westeros, so that'd be pretty cool.
Is it cool if I ask you a question? I don't know. If
No,
it
it's
be-
not.
No.
About
Just
Game of
raise your
Thrones.
hand.
I
Shut
don't
up.
want to spoil anything too.
Yeah.
Is Daenerys having a kid with Jon Snow?
Yeah, that's not spoiling. She's pregnant.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
That's
Hold
right.
on. When did they say that? In the last season? Or
A
kinda
spoiler
short?
alert to me.
they were
Why,
having sex, but you know, you can have sex now, baby.
Okay, maybe it is a spoiler. Yeah, she's pregnant.
Thanks.
Damn.
Now I'm not gonna start Game of Thrones.
If you haven't watched Game of Thrones already, then pity on you, but because it's so amazing.
I know
Yeah,
I
you
got
haven't
past
watched
the
Game of
first
Thrones?
episode.
No.
You gotta get past
my
the first
God.
episode, man.
I
know.
didn't-
Come on, you guys have got to shut off everything else in your life and
You
go
haven't
watch
watched
the
Game of Thrones
entire
yet?
show.
No, I borrowed his season turned on the first episode, and I was like, "Wait, why are they having sex?"
He
And I was
Why
like,
are they having
dude,
sex?
I was like, "I'm done."
he gets bugged out by Cersei and Jamie having sex, which their brother and sister,
I'm
the
pretty
twins.
sure, isn't that the only
You
incest?
don't know what it's like
Maybe-
until you
maybe
try
there's
it.
one or two. It doesn't get too much, you know.
Wait, what? I missed that.
just replay it when you get there. You'll see what he said.
But yeah, other than that, there's not too much incest that you see. There's a lot of the story, but there's not any.
What
scene
I need to do is
Till
just
later
go
on.
buy the DVD, and then I'm like stuck with it. Then I have to watch it.
Please do, man. It's
You don't-
so
Honestly,
good.
you
You
watch
don't
like
have-
3 episodes, and you're gonna be so hooked you can't stop.
You don't have HBO
So
or anything like HBO Go or anything?
I don't have Dish.
You should buy HBO Go and not borrow my password and just download it. Okay, you should just buy it, but not
Text
borrow my
message
stuff.
later. Hey, what's your password for HBO?
You've exceeded
All
your
their
data.
Everything, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He has it on the thing.
It'd be really good. This is a good time for you guys to start watching it because you have to kind of watch a lot. I'm right now in the 3rd season because I'm doing the watch on the watch on, but you can catch up on it before April and then come into it fresh. And the rest of the world's gonna be going crazy for this show, so you might as well. I mean, it took them 2 years to make this last season because the budget was so high. That shows how much craziness is going on. So
I'll definitely have to.
you watch the first season, man. Those tendrils will be in you, man. You'll be hooked.
Ooh, candles.
I literally,
I heard the
I
whole
thought-
season was garbage, like slow. The first season.
The season is slow because there's a lot of dialogue, but it doesn't make it bad.
No, that's what I heard because I have a lot of friends also that watch that show, and they're just like,
who's your
later.
friends? The ones at work?
No,
I was saying,
the ones
no,
that
they're all
play
dumb.
games.
Except for John. Except for John.
I play video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know one of your friends who play video games, and he's an idiot. So, I don't know. Hey Joe, how you doing? Who hasn't been watching the show?
This has nothing to do with news, but this has to do with more of us here. I've been a little depressed since I've been here. I want to know why the wedding album is playing. Superman's wedding album.
Super what? Because it's like the guest book you saw. It's like an old wedding album. The reason that one's there is because, by the way, we have a wall decoration of like a lot of some of my
Comic
favorite
books.
comic books. The one that's on the bottom left hand side is the wedding album. That's the very first comic book I ever bought. In '96, when I was a kid, I actually bought that from the comic book store, Oak Grove Comics and Cards and Comics. But yeah,
Superman and Lois Lane wedding.
Is
exactly.
it still open?
How come you
It
didn't
is
sign
still open. I was actually there last week.
Saying it on the inside.
Did you sign it on the inside?
Did I sign it?
Yeah, you said you're supposed to
It's
sign
a wedding
it.
book, right?
Why would I? Oh no, it's like it's supposed to be like those signature books at a wedding.
Mm.
Have you been invited to a wedding? You
Yeah.
know they get
No.
the,
But did you sign it?
what's that?
You didn't sign it though.
No, I didn't sign.
So you didn't
Can we?
send a
Okay, we
wedding?
got a lot of news to get through, guys. We're 17 minutes
This
in.
is important.
Okay. As for HBO, we got Barry season 2 is coming out March 31st. Since we were talking about Game of Thrones, and then we have Veeps coming out on the same day, March 31st. You guys have seen Barry? It's with Bill Hader and Henry Winkler. Very good show. You guys should check it out. I thought maybe
What channel is it on?
HBO.
Oh, no.
We were talking to HBO.
Into
You
the
said you're a dumb friend, so I gotta play the part.
Into the Badlands season is ending after season 3. It's the current season. It's a really good show that like was just a hidden gem nobody was watching, but it was a really good show. Star Trek. I don't know what's going on CBS. They have totally just gone Star Trek fever, except for in the movies. They're now making a second animated series. They haven't even released the first animated
I
series.
didn't even know there was an animated
Yeah.
series.
Oh, they're working on. So they have Star Trek Discovery. They got
Yeah.
the Picard Picard's coming out with his own show. There's a spin-off of Star Trek Discovery in development. Then there's the animated series that's coming out called Lower Decks. Yeah, Lower Deck, whatever. That's coming out on CBS All Access. Now they just made a deal with Nickelodeon to release another series, animated series. So
Man, I'm about to get CBS All Access right now.
I'll probably get that too, and we won't share passwords or anything like that. We'll both pay individual
Yes,
amounts.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there's so Nickelodeon's also doing the Invader Zim stuff and everything like that. And they're celebrating, guys. You ready to feel old? They're calling this the best year ever. They're celebrating 20 years of SpongeBob. Yeah, that's the correct. So SpongeBob has been out for 20 years. They're going to make a new SpongeBob movie that's coming out later on this year. And there's going to be tons of like reruns and new episodes and stuff like that. So
You were probably in high school when SpongeBob started.
I
right?
was,
No,
I was in
really?
middle school.
I was in 6th grade.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So then I must have been early.
Like freshman.
Yeah, early high
You're
school.
that
then.
much older?
I'm old.
SpongeBob
as
didn't
hell.
come out when we're. You
I was in 6th grade. Hell
I
yeah.
want to say
I think it was like
it's
99 or something.
Oh well, yeah, it is 99. So yeah, I was like freshman, middle school to freshman.
Yeah.
It was 99. We did top
Oh, yeah, we
90s.
talked about that.
Yeah.
That'd be 4th grade then for fucking 5th.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Somewhere. I was in
So
elementary school. I know that though.
And it's
Cute,
still
man.
a solid show too. If you guys ever
Yeah.
catch, it's still really well written and like that. Hulu and Marvel are working together now to make adult animated shows, which I don't see why Hulu's doing. I mean, I know Hulu's some of Hulu is owned by Disney, but it seems like a bad choice. There's 4 shows, and I only recognize one of them: MODOK, Hitmonkey, Tyga and Dazzler is another one, and then the last one is Howard the Duck. We'll probably recognize Howard the Duck.
I heard the Tiger and Dazzler one. I saw a poster. I think they released a poster of it.
They've been releasing
Yeah.
some artwork for it.
Another show I won't watch.
And then they're going to all team up to create The Offenders. Just like Netflix did The Defenders. They're creating The Offenders. Yeah, it's such a bad idea. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing that, but
But
so props to Hulu, I guess. And then, let's see. We got the prequel for Game of Thrones we talked about. That's starting production in 2016. Some video game stuff we'll talk real fast about. Crackdown 3,
Yes.
right? That came out on the 15th. You're playing that now. It's available on Game Pass.
I am.
Yeah, how are you liking it so far?
If you played 1 and 2, you're not missing out on anything.
Okay.
It's basically the same game.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference of anything, and I don't know why they delayed it for so long.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything about this game of why it took so long to come out.
Are the buildings fully destructible?
No.
I thought they're supposed to be. I thought that was like the big thing for it.
I mean, you can blow some gas tanks, but I haven't blown up a building or anything.
Really?
You know,
Hmm.
it's nothing.
How big of a download is it?
I don't recall. Yeah.
Okay. See, because you live where good internet exists.
Yeah.
I live where crap internet exists. So I'm like, okay, how many weeks is it going to take to download? So I'm gonna
Wait for it to go on. Unless
Six
if you have Game Pass, obviously get it. And I think they're running
it's
a deal
free.
where you get like $2 for 2 months right now, or it's $1 for signing up.
Yeah.
So I signed up for the first time for $1, so I was like, okay, for $1 I'll play this game,
Right.
but don't buy this game for $60.
What would you say this is worth?
Half $30.
$30
If anything,
game?
yeah. Because
Okay.
it's dumb fun. No matter what, it's fun, and it feels good when you level up to be like super overpowered.
Yeah.
Agility
first.
I did actually.
Yeah, cool.
My car stats are horrible because I don't care. Yeah, that's another
Who
thing.
uses the car?
The cars are. It's a joke. Like
Yeah.
why? I mean, it just seems like if you use a car, you're just driving around like Grand Theft Auto freely, and no point to it.
Yeah.
But
Best thing about the cars in those games is picking them up and throwing them.
yeah.
That's pretty fun.
But other than that, yeah, this game is not. It's whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Don't buy it.
Some other big news: Activision Blizzard lays off 800 employees.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason they're laying them off is they're refocusing the company.
Activision or Blizzard?
It's the
Really?
Activision Blizzard.
But
It's-
didn't Blizzard walk away from Activision or no?
no, Bungie did.
Bungie. Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad you listened to our podcast. We did like 20 minutes
I
about
do.
that.
I do.
That's cool. Caught up. That's cool. That's cool. We need the listens. You know that? Just throw that out there. But anyway, so the reason they laid them off is they're refocusing the company. It's a little bit more of that Activision feel to where they are focusing more on developers. They're actually hiring developers right now. But they had to lay off people that were outside of development. There's a lot of roles at Blizzard that do archiving and art assets and maintenance and stuff like that. They're trying to just do developers as much as possible to continue their titles.
Yeah, but they make so much money that they could have just got more people and not paid the CEO or the president that much money.
That was that's something we had talked about before, and it's really stinging now. Is they paid the CEO? They have a new CEO. They paid him a $15 million signing
CEO
of Activision Blizzard.
Activision.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. It just feels weird to say that they're the same.
I know. I don't like it. I mean, as a Blizzard fan, I
Yeah, the
wish that
game-
they would break
Because
up.
Activision's straight money. Yeah.
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. Everything. It's all just business. There's nothing.
Literally listened to our episode from like 3 weeks
No,
ago.
I know. But I'm just saying. I'm just making the statement. That's what
Yeah,
it is. Like
it's a
they
shame.
don't care. I feel like as much as Blizzard
Oh, yeah.
would do on their own.
Yeah.
You can
So-
tell the
How many times you get a call of
Blizzard
Duty
game
from them?
titles that have dropped.
Yeah.
Well, they've come out more frequent. There's been pros and cons, and I do think that Blizzard's effect in Activision's businesses has been seen. Like we see from Overwatch loot boxes and stuff like that.
Mm.
I don't want to get too far into it, but basically, yeah, there is good for both sides. But the idea that before Blizzard, I don't think would have laid off so many employees. I think they would have found a way. I think they're fine with making less money, and this could be just me thinking mythical Blizzard, but I think they would have found a way to make do to make do with a little less money to keep their employees working. Because that was Mike Morhaime. He's the guy who was the co-founder before that was like really leading the way. He would have done that, and he just left a few months ago. So it's unfortunate. Our thoughts are with you guys. We hope you guys find work, and thank you very much for everything you've done for us.
It's a good way to like push it that it's Activision's fault. That's why.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, but you also have Bungie left Activision. So, I mean, there's just more kind of for that.
And
story.
Bungie was just a publisher. They weren't actually merged with Activision. So all it was Bungie was a single developer that was developing their product. They went to Bungie for their distribution, and now they're just distributing this themselves. The reason that's good for Bungie is because now they don't have to... early fall was their slot. Bungie had to release something, either major expansion or a new game. Now they don't have to do that. Now they can focus on perfecting their game like they wanted to do. Because that's the reason they left the Halo project behind. It's because they didn't want to have to sit to Microsoft's projects.
Yeah.
So, and that's good news for Destiny fans, which I need to get it back into it because it's always been a solid game, I think. Some other stuff. Fortnite Season 8 Battle Pass will be free. That's pretty cool. As long as you do like some in-game stuff. None of you guys care, huh?
Yeah.
I'd rather play Apex.
Yeah. Apex, to me, is such a better Battle Royale than Fortnite or anything that's out there, really. So, if you guys haven't played it yet, you're on the outside loop of this.
And I played Black Ops 4, but Apex is just a mixture of everything, and it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's super smooth, beautiful game.
Yeah.
And a lot of streamers are making the switch. That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign for Fortnite.
Yeah.
When your streamers are switching over, man.
Well, they'll still have 8-year-olds playing Fortnite, though.
It literally.
Dances.
Hey,
Or
what up,
they're
Brody?
moving.
You listen to the 8-year-old who loves that game.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Brody, go get Apex. It's free. And they're starting their season up real soon. But yeah, they already released the
that's a
skin
huge
for it.
selling point of the game too. The fact that it's free.
Yeah. Well, and it's so well done. I mean, it was Titan. It took place of Titanfall 3, so it was so well done. The Division 2 beta is going to be releasing in March. We're going to get into the beta and review it for you guys before you buy it. The pre-orders are already outselling the original. I know I'm excited for it.
Wow.
Yeah. This one takes place in Washington D.C., so that's pretty cool.
I'm really not excited about it.
No?
Because playing the first one, you get stuck on everything when you're walking. Like every time you would walk, you get stuck behind a wall. The movement wasn't great. And I was watching gameplay of the new one. It looks the same. I feel like I'm gonna get a headache and then start raging. Because I always rage at games, and then I'm just gonna be like, I'm done with this game.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be the same thing.
I enjoyed the first one.
I feel like it's gonna be like just like Crackdown. But you're just walking.
like
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. It could just be just a new location, but the same game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just
It looks exactly
just
the
minor
same.
improvements. Yeah.
Because people were streaming it the other day, and I was watching them, and I was just like, "This is."
Is this cross-platform with like PC and Xbox? Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
I don't know, but that's interesting if it is.
Because
That'd help out
it
a
seems
lot.
like they're
If they did
doing
that,
that a
then
lot more.
I'll definitely play it.
Yeah.
There's an article I read too, and we're getting a little late on time, but it was really interesting about how we had talked about this before. Xbox isn't so worried about the system anymore; they're worried about the games and becoming that kind of a platform. And there's an article written as an interview with one of the Sony guys saying the same thing. Sony's now not caring so much about PS5, the system. They're trying to create more of games and a platform to play your games. So we'll probably see some more like PlayStation and PC interlinking and stuff like that. Maybe they'll make a deal with Apple or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, so it'd be
But
pretty
PlayStation 5 is, I think, set to be announced this year, though.
yeah.
so-
Well, so is Microsoft as well.
So
This
you
should both
think
be
that this
2021.
next one might be something that
Yeah.
maybe they'll start that motto? Or something?
Well, I think what we'll see is a much more like. Are you familiar with NVIDIA Shield or the Steam
Steam, yeah.
one?
Yeah.
So what it is Steam and all that. They came out with a console, but basically it was just so you could play Steam games on their console, right? I think it'll be like that. I know we're not going to have a disc tray. That's old school. They didn't want to put
You
it in
think
last
so?
time. Yeah, Xbox
Oh,
One wasn't
man,
supposed
so
to
we're
have
talking
one.
about a lot of business going in.
Yeah, that's why.
GameStop's good. GameStop should all die and burn.
And when GameStop goes
Calm
down,
down.
so does Barnes and Noble because Barnes and Noble's being propped
Yeah.
up by GameStop right now.
No, you already know those are going down too.
So
it's already coming. Yeah.
GameStop will probably be out of business in about 3 years. I would make sure to not.
Well, I
sponsor
thought
that.
right now they're like struggling right now. I thought they
Yeah.
were pretty close to
They
going
have been.
under right now.
Because everybody's doing the
They
digital
just
downloads.
recently got bought out again, right? Was it Barnes & Noble that did it?
Oh, Barnes and
Or-
Noble owned them a while ago. Maybe they got bought out another time. I didn't.
There
catch
was
that.
another an article. I didn't really read it. I just read the title, but they were having another issue, like financial issue.
Well, like before I was trying to collect every game I bought. I wanted the hard copy.
Yeah.
I want to collect it.
Same.
I
I
only
traded.
now
I remember.
I grew up. I have way too many games. I have
Yeah.
way too many movies that I'm just like, I only want to collect the hard copies of like my favorite games, like
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, Metal Gear, if
Yeah.
they ever came
I
out
agree,
with
I
the
agree.
good ones. That's all I care about now.
I like the
And
collectors too. Yeah.
like Blu-ray Disney movies.
Yeah.
I'll
Me,
collect those.
actually, only
But
twice
movies,
on the
like
platform.
anything like that, if it's not
Gears.
anything
Is it Gears that you
special,
bought a lot of times?
I'll just download it
Because I got
now.
the collector's
Yeah.
edition of it.
And it's nice too with the download is like say you want to play, it's just like I'm gonna switch to this one, and you just
Yeah.
still sit on your couch, you don't have to get
Yeah.
up. I know it seems like real lazy, but it's the truth of it.
I've been doing that more often too, but like what you said about keeping the hard copies, because I have the Game Pass and I could easily download or play Sea of Thieves off of that. But I like it so much, I just want to keep the case.
Yeah,
So artwork.
and you have that controller that I
So
want to
you-
steal from you.
Do you guys think now that because we're going away from discs, Sony and Microsoft and all these console manufacturers don't have a reason to make a console anymore because everything's downloadable?
They'll
on
still
your
make their
computer?
console, but
to play
it'll,
off of, yeah.
it's first off, it's Nintendo or Microsoft's been trying to do this for a while, but it'll become your entertainment unit, not necessarily your
Yeah.
video game
That's
system.
why they stream Netflix and everything else through it.
Yeah, and like Microsoft's made a deal with Switch we talked about last week, to where now in the future you'll have Microsoft or Xbox Live on your Switch, and stuff like that. There's a lot of cross-platform stuff happening pretty soon.
Yeah.
That that'll be pretty amazing. So I'm pretty good.
So that has to be their saving grace because otherwise people won't buy a console for a game that they can download. Right?
You still will buy a console so that you can play on your big TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like Sea of Thieves, me and Squeaks were just playing Sea of Thieves last night. He's playing on his Xbox on his TV. I was playing on my PC.
Yeah.
That is Microsoft and Sony's best case scenario right there. If they could do that, where we could just kind of play wherever we want, we're just enjoying the game.
Yeah.
He wants to play on his TV, so he buys the Xbox to do that. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and I think if they master that more, like, hey, no matter what, because obviously Microsoft has their Xbox on a PC,
Yeah.
or whatever that menu, whatever. If they could be like every game that we come out is going to be cross-platform, then I might not buy a fucking PlayStation
Yeah,
because obviously I can play with you guys on the.
that's
PC,
one thing.
so-
We'll do a big E3 episode, but that's one thing I want to talk about when that comes around is what system are you going to be going to? Because
No.
I'm always been an Xbox loyalist, but I think this is going to be the first one I'm open to whatever I think is actually going to be
Yeah.
best. And last time I said Xbox One, and PS4 won this last bout.
Oh yeah.
Xbox 360 won the one before it. PS2 won the one before that. I mean, it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
So I'm open to see what's actually going to win
Yeah.
this. We'll see it during our
Yeah.
E3 episode.
And I was thinking as you get older, I don't have like as much time to play these games, so I told myself I'm only buying one console.
Yeah.
So this next one will be interesting.
I think that's a good idea. Last bit of stuff I want to talk about. Nintendo reveals they had Nintendo. What's it called? Nintendo Direct or whatever. It's their Nintendo Talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nintendo Direct. They revealed The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
It's Zelda Link's Awakening. It's a remake from the Game Boy game. They also talked a little bit of, about Metroid Prime 4. It's basically the development's being rebooted. Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin 4, the Pokemon game. There's a lot of stuff coming up for Nintendo.
There's a new
so.
Fire Emblem also.
Fire Emblem, yeah. There's a Mario Maker. So
Yeah.
a lot of games in development. They're coming to mobile. Is going to be Dr. Mario.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
a
that's
cool,
like
quick,
the-
fun game.
It's a good place for it, mobile.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the news. Any other news you guys wanted to bring up real quick before we get to Oscars?
I do have an upcoming convention we could talk about.
Yeah.
It's called the Pensacon in Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah.
Looked like a pretty good one. So hopefully, if any of our listeners are around Florida somewhere, they can go check it out. It's next weekend, February 22nd to 24th. So it should be, 6 days after this release or something like
Yeah.
that. And there was just some pretty interesting guests. There was a long list of guests that were going to be there, featured guests. But a few of them that I want to mention. Jillian Glover plays Grandmaster Pycelle in Game
Okay.
of Thrones.
That's cool.
He's going to be there, which in researching this, I found that he was also in Star Wars and Indiana Jones, which is
I remember
interesting.
from Indiana Jones. I don't remember him from Star Wars.
He was, I believe he was on the Death Star, one of the
Oh.
generals, and that,
Oh.
and that the gray get up with the
Yeah,
little
I think I know
collar.
which one too. Yeah.
Will Shatner's going to be there.
That's cool.
Jonathan
We
Frakes.
got to meet him before. Shatner.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Jonathan Frakes will be there. Played Riker on TNG. James, I'm going to butcher his last name, but Urbaniak, I think.
I
plays
have no clue.
Dr. Thaddeus Venture on the Venture Brothers.
Oh,
He's
now
a
I wish I did.
voice actor.
I love him. Yeah.
So he's gonna be in that. I can't remember. He's been in a few other things too. I didn't make a list of his achievements, but pretty cool. So it seems like it's gonna be a good one. It's only $35 to $45 to get in, or for $80 you get a 3-day pass for the whole time. There's also gonna be a lot of different Star Wars artists, voice actors, and other artists and stuff that are in the show. There's a cosplay contest, a lip sync contest, a video game tournament, and they have
I'm down for all three of those.
a Raiders of the Lost Ark adaptation, which is like somebody. It explains the whole story, but this group of kids wanted ever since they were teenagers to make their own version of it to remake the movie. So they did little by little, made a shot for shot duplicate of
Are you serious?
Raiders of the Lost Ark in their basement, in their backyard. And
I will pay to see that. That
stuff.
sounds hella fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They showed a couple pictures of it. It was just like, man, if you're at a convention, why not? You got a lot of Raiders of the Lost Ark, cast are going to be there.
That was one thing that was fun about that. BlizzCon does it too. They have it like everywhere. Like there's always little vignettes that are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But Star Trek convention, we went to that one.
Yeah.
Voyager convention.
Mm-hmm.
They actually had like a lot of fan made stuff, which was really cool. You could watch like fan made shows and stuff like that, and they're on YouTube a lot afterwards. But it's kind of cool to see it with other Star Trek fans because you guys cheer harder at stuff,
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
On the convention thing, there's actually the Elk Grove Mini Toy Anime and Comic Con coming up on the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
It's ran by Ohana Comic Cons. The location is at the Elks Lodge, 9246 Survey Road in Elk Grove. It's a mini convention. It's only $3 to get in. So
That's cool. That's
I
my
don't-
speed.
yeah, I don't know how many this is going to be for $3. It's probably going to be like 2 dudes at a booth, but I'm going to be there with the top 5 shirt. So
Right.
I don't have a Geeks Freak shirt yet. So I'm wearing the top 5 one.
Also, they have the Toy Fair in New York popping up.
Okay.
And speaking of popping up, there's going to be a lot of pops that were released.
Yeah, they've been hinting at a lot of
So
good
they have
pops.
a Ghostbusters one I have want.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's a bunch of them.
There's a Seinfeld one.
So,
No, not Seinfeld. Office. I mean, The Office.
Yeah, Office. Okay.
Yeah. Which the only one out of that I have to have is they have Kev holding the pot of beans. So I was like, I need it on the top. That is so good.
They have like a clipboard in the pot of beans.
Okay, so let's go into the next thing we're going to be talking about, guys, is the Oscars are coming up this week, but they suck. They always do. They've been notoriously unfair. There's a lot of times where, like, Denzel Washington should have won for Malcolm X. He didn't, so they gave him one because they were giving it to this man who was retiring. So then they, like, let him win for, like, Training Day or something like that maybe he didn't deserve it for. So they always do that. They always kind of, like, willy-nilly about just giving it to who they think. When I was a kid, I still to this day watch every year's Oscars because I do like the fanfare and I do like movies a lot. The best example when I was a kid that I noticed like, oh, these things are bullshit is Lord of the Rings. To me, the best Lord of the Rings movie, Two Towers. It's the best one. And that movie, when the year it came out, it was the best movie that year as well. I was a little biased because Lord of the Rings, but nevertheless, it's still the best movie. It won very little things. And that battle at Helm's Deep, I mean, come on now. That thing was lit. It should have won for all kinds of awards. But they didn't. And the talk of the town was that, oh, no, that's not going to win this year because it's the last movie's next year. So it's going to win all the best movie pictures and stuff like that for next year. And sure enough, Return of the King won Best Picture of the Year, yada, yada, yada. But that's nonsense. If it's not legit, that wasn't the best Lord of the Rings movie, in my opinion. And Helm's Deep, or Two Towers, was the best movie of the year. It should have won. But they were like, oh, no, well, wait.
Who votes on those awards?
It's a bunch of old, crusty white
Yeah.
dudes. It's changing a little bit now,
Wow.
but it's still a bunch
Okay.
of out-of-date dudes.
Somebody's trying to get in with the culture crowd.
But right. So anyway, so it's a bunch of nonsense. This year, Black Panther's up for best movie. It's the first time a comic movie is even possibly going to win the Oscars for best picture. A year that we had Avengers: Infinity War and stuff like that. And we've had some amazing movies.
Fucking Black Panther should be up there because it's not that good to win an award.
I think Black Panther's the best.
you
You know
Marvel
what?
movie?
We will choose in a bit.
gosh,
Before we get into
okay.
that. Oh man, I love it. Wakanda
Yeah.
forever.
I honestly like Black Panther more than Avengers.
I think I did too.
Yeah.
But
I like
anyways,
it.
so Iron Man was really good. Like the year that came out, that's a solid story with really good effects. I mean, why wasn't it at least up for Best Picture? You know, and that's just nuts. So
That's all political.
it really is.
Yeah.
So that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go through some of our favorite. We're gonna go through our categories that we're picking. We think should be categories, and then we're gonna discuss our favorites, and then we'll decide on the best one.
Nice.
All right, so The first one the first one we're gonna go with is best villain of 2018. All right, I'm gonna go through a couple of choices, and then we'll all vote on one. Okay, and we'll discuss why we want that. And
Can we bring a new one in?
if you could think of a good one, it's worth bringing in. Okay.
Don't they already have the list of who?
I have a list. Well, they have a list.
Like the nominees.
The Oscars do, but we're purposely not using that list because it sucks. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's corrupted.
Yeah,
They're probably all paid.
and there is no best villains in the Oscars. But I feel like it should be because that'd be awesome. Or best antagonist if you want to get artsy fartsy with it. But so I got Thanos, played by Josh Brolin, Killmonger from Black Panther, August Walker, who's the guy from Mission Impossible Fallout. He played by Henry Cavill, Superman. Dryden Voss from Solo. He's the guy with the messed up face. You guys remember him? Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp, the sequel. And Nolan Sorrento from Ready Player One. He was the dude that was like the rich dude. So is there any other villains you guys want to toss in this? Filmschoolreject.com. They suggest that the best villain of 2018 was Chris Pratt as Peter Quill. Because if he didn't punch Thanos, they would have won. So technically,
that's true.
But yeah, that's for debate.
Yeah, I mean, he did kind of help in killing half of all of creation.
Yeah,
Right?
He did kill them all.
Yeah, it's pretty much his fault.
He couldn't wait 2 seconds to beat him.
Right?
I know.
Like, have this emotional thing afterwards, but
yeah.
Take the glove and then punch him with it, and then bam, he's powdered.
Yeah, you could like snap him to death if he got that glove.
Yeah.
If they knew how to use it, he did. But
He would have been corrupted.
Yeah.
With power.
all right,
Maybe
so
like he was mad because the girl died, right? That's why he punched him.
yeah, Gamora is.
Yeah.
That's probably
One
why he
person
was just
versus
like, well, she's already dead, so we might as well all
Well,
die.
his idea is like he's so in love.
God.
I know. Maybe he does deserve this.
Maybe
Though.
we need to convince Disney to make an alternate ending to that.
I know. Well, there's one coming up. It's gonna be a lot of time travel and
I was gonna say, is it like
They're like-
in what's his name?
Comics reset their story.
The wizard guy. Not the wizard guy.
Gosh, what is his name?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He goes through all those scenarios, so wouldn't those all be alternate endings?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's true.
in
Yeah.
the movie.
All right, so we have Thanos, Killmonger, August Walker, Dryden Voss, Ghost, and Nolan Sorrento. Any other villains you guys want to toss in? Going 1, 2, 3.
Man, there's some, but I just don't really care.
Yeah, none of them that beat these ones, right? Especially like the top 3.
Yeah, maybe I just don't care as much on this one.
All right, so I'm gonna point to you guys, and you guys say your best villain, okay? All right, Daniel, what's your favorite villain out of these?
Thanos.
Thanos. All right, that's a good one. John,
I'm gonna say Sorrento.
Sorrento. Okay, wow, I didn't think he was gonna get any votes. I'm happy for it.
Mm,
He's cool. He was
Killmonger.
Killmonger. Okay, if we get a tie, I'll break the tie.
I'll go Thanos because he always did something I wanted him to
Thanos.
happen a long time ago.
So
Kill it.
my problem with Thanos,
In the Marvel series.
I don't think he's necessarily a good villain because you can sympathize with him.
Yeah, I see the good
Yeah.
he's trying.
Yeah, I like a villain who is just the dirtiest, nastiest
Yeah.
little piece of crap.
Okay.
You can't wait to get behind him and stab him in the back of the neck because he's a horrible
God
person.
damn.
And you know what? It's funny you say that. I'm voting Thanos because of that exact reason.
Because
I
he's a
like,
good person.
but well, no, because he thinks he's a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing what he thinks is right, but it's wrong. I mean, think about
so you
Darth.
don't love to hate him.
Well, but Darth Vader thinks he's doing right because he's trying to sustain peace in the Empire, but he's
Yeah.
one of the best villains ever. Scar, one of the best villains ever, is just trying to feed the hyenas. He thinks that Mufasa's being
That makes
unfair.
him villainous. That
It
means
makes
they're-
them. I know, but villains are just anti-heroes. They're the anti to the hero, the
Yeah.
protagonist.
like Sorrento in that. Like I couldn't think of a person in that movie that wouldn't want to kill that guy.
Yeah, he's just trying to sell advertisements in the game. He's just a
Corrupted
jerk.
and ruin. I mean, imagine if somebody logged into WoW onto a server and deleted all your characters.
They would need to die.
Fucking, you're right.
Yeah, he was awesome though.
That's
in
what
that movie.
that's what he made
I
you
loved
feel.
his character.
He was, yeah, and I don't actually care for the actor, but the character
Yeah.
itself was really good.
He's good at playing a douchebag.
But I think
But Thanos was actually successful if we just count the first movie
that's true. He
compared
is.
to other.
Well, it is for 2018, yeah. So it is the first movie, and you could argue that Avengers, the movie's about Thanos. I mean, that's really who is the main character of Avengers. I'm gonna go Thanos as well, and we'll have to go Thanos, best villain of 2018. All the applause come in from the, you know,
Speech.
do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know what the Oscars theme song is. I should know.
Should you?
I watch it all. Yeah, I watch it right here.
Okay.
No. I actually think I do know it. All right, so our next topic is biggest badass of 2018.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
this should be a top. This should
I'm
be
gonna
one
go
of the
with
categories.
Tugger.
So the idea of these badasses, they're not superheroes or anything like that. They're more human level badasses, okay? Because we got superheroes and stuff like that all over the place, but it's good to celebrate the human level ones, okay? First one is Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider movie, Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible Fallout, Robert McCall from Equalizer 2, Laurie Strode from Halloween. I love that new Halloween movie. That was good. Davis Okoa from Rampage. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And Adonis Johnson from Creed 2. Yeah, that was good too. Not as good as the first one, but good. All right, so we're going backwards this time. Squeaks, who do you think is biggest badass?
I'm torn between the Halloween and the Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Halloween, one, because I'm a horror fan.
You going
But
Halloween?
two is because I like how that she was super prepped for. She didn't even know how long that guy would come
Yeah.
out. So her whole house was a trap.
Yeah.
So instead of like her running away and being that typical person, she was wanting to find him.
I love that so much about her
Yeah.
character. It wasn't
Yeah.
like I'm scared. She was like,
She's like,
I was
where's
hoping-
it at? Yeah.
She said, I pray every night that he'd get out so
Yeah.
I can kill him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's such a badass line.
I think that was just a more. I don't know. I guess not. I don't want to say relatable, but it's more convincing than just the Mission Impossible where he's doing crazy, insane stuff.
Yeah,
or whatever.
hers was
So,
definitely, if you had gone through that, you'd be prepped.
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
be ready.
I'm going her.
Joe, what do you think? Biggest badass of 2018?
So I haven't seen any of those movies.
Can we skip?
Okay, I'm going to give you this list after we're done so you know what to watch when you get home. That's crazy. Fallout was awesome.
Yeah, I'll go with Equalizer 2.
Equalizer 2, Denzel Washington, alright.
I was gonna suggest you didn't have on there Bruce Willis in Glass.
Oh wow, because that movie was shit.
What?
Yeah.
Well, and
that was a great
Trash.
movie.
it came out in 2019.
Did it?
Yeah. We just watched
Yeah, we did just
Yeah.
watch it, huh?
Oh shit. Okay.
it.
Maybe next felt like a long month.
I know.
Next year for sure, yeah, next year.
Alright. We'll get back to that one.
Alexa,
I don't
set
know.
reminder.
See, I don't remember who you listed off.
Okay.
So long ago. I was sitting
Paper
thinking
sounds.
While he's looking at that, Sarah, my wife, did not like the Halloween movie. Almost didn't call her my wife. She didn't like the Halloween movie. Yeah.
Why did she
This
not like that
statement.
movie?
She said it was like a boring and slow, but I was like, this is perfect, typical old horror.
Exactly.
feel, yeah.
It is classic early
Yeah.
80s horror. It was
Exactly.
a really good sequel to the original Halloween. I
It
thought it
was perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
I have the divorce papers here.
Yeah,
she's
I know.
not.
She's
I'm
not.
sorry.
So we're the
I'm
Adonis
sorry.
Johnson.
You going Adonis?
Yeah.
What
Okay.
one's Adonis again?
That's from Creed 2.
Creed 2.
All right, what do we got to grow?
Can I go? Oh man, never mind.
I'll be the tiebreaker if you guys don't double up on something, but
No, I thought John Wick was in 2018, but
No.
it was 2017.
I know. Oh, I'm
Man,
so
number
ready for John
two,
Wick
number
3.
2 was 2017?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my
Maybe
God,
2
we're gonna
years
be dead
ago.
before we know it.
I
I
know.
didn't even feel like it was that long ago.
You've seen it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan's
Finally.
one hadn't seen John Wick yet.
Yeah. I have number 2, but I want to watch number 1 first.
You got to watch number 1.
Yeah.
And then number 3 I'm seeing in the theaters if anyone wants to join me because that's amazing.
Equalizer 2.
Equalizer 2. Oh, wow.
I'm on the board.
All right. I'm only voting if there's a tie to break up. That is, I honestly, myself, I feel like it should be Lori, but I'm only voting if it's not a tie, or if it's a tie. So that leaves it with Robert McCall from Equalizer 2, Denzel Washington.
What the?
For biggest badass of 2018. I personally don't agree with that,
Oh my
but I'm only
God.
coming in as a tiebreaker.
But why don't you come in as a tiebreaker?
Because it's not a tiebreaker. There's 2 for Robert McCall.
He'll set a time.
Yeah, but if you would have picked
it'll be fine.
Laurie, right? Halloween?
If it's a
I would've
tiebreaker,
been-
I was going to pick her.
But it would
Yeah.
have been.
Yeah, but I'm not voting because I'm only here.
There's no time.
Oh
That's
my
what
god!
he's saying.
This is now I understand why the Oscars suck every year. It's hard to make everybody happy. All right,
Wait,
so
there's Oscars?
next category that should be in the Oscars is best CGI. All right, we got Black Panther, Ready Player One, Avengers: Infinity War, Fantastical Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Oh boy, that's a name. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, or Solo: A Star Wars Story. All right, and Jonathan, we'll go with you first. Did you remember the names?
I'm ready.
Yeah, a couple of them. No, I'm going to go with Ready Player One, though. I just watched it not too long ago, and CGI was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's a real good CGI.
Can I go next?
Can I go next?
Joe,
I'm going to go with Ready Player 1 too.
Ready Player One as well. Best
'Cause I saw
CGI.
Ready Player One because they're freaking. I can't think of the scene.
Oh my god.
I got so excited I can't
The
think of the scene.
dancing. That was really well done, CGI. I'm just saying it is.
The movie with Jack Nicholson, the Shining scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
beautiful.
That is so
Yeah.
good in that
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah.
so well done.
It's so well done.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we got all Ready Player One, but Tagruo, what are you thinking
Black Panther.
for Daniel?
I'm going. I'm going. I don't even know. I'm honestly not sure, but Tom Hardy, Venom.
Oh, okay, that wasn't on the list, but good call.
Oh,
What did
wow.
you like about the CGI in that?
It was good. Like I like
Venom,
how the
that was
whole.
How about
It's still
the
good.
did the
No, it
fight
was
scenes?
Great movie.
I still got to see it. I haven't seen
No,
it.
Fight
Fight
movie.
scene, there wasn't that many, but it was still good. And then they brought what's the other bad guy? I forgot, but
Yeah.
They need that guy.
Rage.
'cause I remember
Is it like-
Carnage, but Carnage is not until
No,
later.
no, it's the one before that. It's like Rage or
Yeah.
something like that.
Spoiler.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but I just love the suit, how they did everything.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah.
I
Props
loved
to
it.
Venom. I'm gonna watch that. I
It was a
got.
great movie. It was funny too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
50-50.
I got the movie for Christmas,
you did. Okay.
so I ended up watching it.
Did you actually watch it?
Yeah, I did watch it. I actually watched this movie.
Oh wow.
Now, so I don't know the Venom story,
Okay.
but I thought Venom was a bad guy.
He is.
Yeah. But then he does help.
They make him seem like
Spider-Man.
a good
He's
guy.
he's
Like
sort
a
of like an
hero.
anti-hero. Yeah.
So I just always
Kind of like
assumed he was-
Spawn, like, oh, I'm gonna save you, but by the way, I'm gonna kill this many people to do it.
Yeah, and like but he's more villainous than even that for the
Yeah,
most part.
because it just
Later
seemed
on,
like-
it becomes there's
Because
like
he was technically saving the world,
anti-villain.
right?
Like Catwoman.
Yeah.
like
and then he was-
Catwoman. Good
yeah.
example, John. Yeah, I like Catwoman. A little more like Catwoman.
And it just got me off because I always thought he was like a bad guy, so I thought I was going to see like,
Bloodshed.
well, not just like fighting with Spider-Man, right, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and or just being a bad guy. And
He was just trying- they were
he
just
was
trying to
literally
introduce
like
the
just
world,
being. I don't know. I just thought it caught me off.
Well,
Yeah.
because their plan was to like take over the Earth
Yeah.
and like kill everybody, but
And he was like,
I
"No, I
mean-
like it here. I like you. I like your friends."
well, and then he likes the food there too, so he gets
Yeah.
to eat bad guys and still gets to hang out with Tom Hardy.
The idea is that
it's
it's
that
so-
next one for sure.
I don't blame him. I'd like to be inside Tom Hardy.
the Carnage storyline. The Carnage storyline will be Venom and Spider-Man teaming up to take out Carnage.
Which would is it gonna be the
Make him a
new
hero.
Spider-Man? Because
Spoiler,
So you're
Right.
just helping his case about making him a hero.
Daniel, you're the only person in this universe that doesn't like the new Spider-Man.
I don't like the new Spider-Man.
You don't like
Why
the new
not?
Spider-Man?
Garbage.
Wow.
He
Tom
is
Holland
awesome.
was like, I was like, I don't want to go back to high school, but man, I just love the way he acted as Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Who was your least favorite Spider-Man?
Andrew.
Yeah, 'cause that's my favorite.
Garfield.
Garfield.
yeah.
Andrew Garfield.
Your hero? Yeah.
I didn't
Like Electro with Jamie Foxx. Oh yeah, that was great.
That wasn't a bad movie, but I do like.
That right
Oh
there
my
tells
gosh!
That
already?
wasn't a bad Spider-Man.
All right, so
he did a great job when he was sucking.
Spider-Man 3 was horrible when he went emo. And he had
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah, that
garbage.
was-
Hey, we all go through phases.
That was
Yes.
garbage.
Yeah, we're-
Spider-Man
we're
4,
fat
though,
for
if
a
they had
while.
kept going, was going to be, it's going to turn around, I think. Because there's going to be more Venom. So, I don't know.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so best CGI, the winner for 2018,
Tom
Ready
Hardy,
Player
Venom.
One. Congrats, guys.
Hey, get that on 4K. It looks great.
I do need to get that on 4K, actually. I love the
You
movie.
can borrow my DVD if you want.
I'll just buy it. It's okay. Thank you, though. It's not appreciate it.
Blu-ray.
All right. For 2018, the next category that should exist is, I think we might call these should have Oscars. I don't know. I got to think of a title for this when I'm putting it up on the podcast. You guys already know this because you read the title of the episode. But whatever I picked, I bet it was great. All right. Next category is best reboot or remake of 2018. Because that's now just a fad, Everything's got to be a reboot or remake.
Can't be original.
Right. Nobody can. Bumblebee.
Yeah.
That's not a remake.
Well, it's a
No,
reboot.
Transformers?
It's a
Oh,
reboot.
a
and
reboot or remake?
It's a reboot.
We're doing both.
You can do
reboot.
both.
Okay, we're doing both?
Okay.
Yeah.
Same category.
Okay.
It's funny. I said both those words just a moment ago. So yeah, any reboot or remake. Bumblebee.
Now I hear you.
There it is. Tomb Raider. The Predator. Mary Poppins Returns because I feel like that's a reboot.
It's a return though.
Okay, then I'm
it's a
crossing it
sequel.
out because
Yeah.
I don't want it on the list because I don't want to
We'll
win.
watch it. Yeah.
Ocean's 8, which I liked, but it's not. Anyways, or Halloween. Okay, or Halloween.
Ooh.
So I can't vote because I haven't seen any.
Yeah,
of
but
those.
wouldn't Halloween
Hey, I
count
voted
as a
last
sequel?
time.
I think it's a okay. We'll come. I'll put it up. I'll put it up to the next category sequel. So
Okay.
I'll put it up in Halloween.
And then I'm gonna explain like okay.
Did anybody see Christopher Robin? Because I haven't, but I think that
It's
would
technically a
Yeah.
sequel, right? It's
Yeah, 'cause he's
continued.
old.
It's just
Yeah.
him, but older.
Okay, so we got Bumblebee, Tomb Raider, The Predator, or Ocean's 8.
Okay.
All right, Squeaks with you. Which one?
Bumblebee. Because
Okay.
I think that was like a legit reboot. If you have you watched it? Has anybody watched it?
No,
Okay, so in the first minute and a half, you're like, wow, this is already better than what Michael Bay's ever done.
really.
Because they're actually in Cybertron and you see the big war happening.
Okay.
And then Bumblebee comes down and then kind of like lives his life with the girl. But the connection with the female in Bumblebee was actually super, I don't know, I don't want to say genuine, or it was just better than what you ever saw Sam Witwicky with anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, just better connection. But I'm going with Bumblebee.
Okay. Joe, what are you thinking?
Haven't seen him. Gonna go with Bumblebee though.
Good choice. I like
But you
that.
haven't seen him?
No.
I'm gonna put your vote off to the side because if it makes the one I want not win, then
Is this
you're
why?
out.
Is this why Tap? Be honest.
All right, Jolly, what are you thinking?
Same thing. I haven't seen any of those movies. I can't
Put-
vote.
okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of these movies?
Nope, didn't care for it.
All right, Freddie, what do you got? What do you
Pick some
think?
better
I'm voting
movies.
on this thing.
Okay.
It's got to be Tomb Raider.
Oh my god, that looked like a cheap
Have
budget
you seen it?
copycat. No, I don't want to because it looks like a copycat of the video game. Her with the ship sinking and her jumping. Great, I saw that in the first one.
Let me ask you. No, wait. It seems like a video game, not of the original movie.
Oh,
right?
actually,
Yeah,
wait,
the
time
video
out.
game.
Time
You
out.
did
I
see
did
Tomb
see
Raider
Tomb Raider,
on the
and
cruise.
it was actually really good.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna put
awesome.
Tomb Raider.
You're gonna pick Tomb Raider over
I'm
movies that you never seen. You can't. Tomb Raider. I'll
Listen.
pull up the ratings. Pull up the Rotten Tomatoes on
This
Tomb
is why
Raider.
the Oscars
over
get named.
Bumblebee.
Hey,
yeah.
Bumblebee. I
Yeah.
just reminds me of how shit Transformers
Yeah,
been.
great.
So
But
there's
did
no
you ever
point.
have a Transformers that scored a 94%? No. That's why I was like, okay, I need to check this one out, and I see why.
And
What
I
did
think
Tomb Raider get? 30% probably.
the problem is
Yeah.
first off, we'll check that out.
Yeah.
But a lot of people haven't given Tomb Raider a shot. This is a lot like the video game, which
Yeah.
this is the best. I'm gonna say right now, this is the best video game adaptation to movie ever. Okay,
No, World of Warcraft was better.
I honestly, that's a good. That's a good fight.
Like it.
But this did the best job of actually adaptation because I mean it felt like you were playing the newer Tomb Raiders. You know, like they rebooted the Tomb
Yeah.
Raider and it's like different now.
Yeah.
This felt like I was actually watching that video game, and I haven't seen that out of a video game movie ever.
But I don't want
I-
to feel like it's a video game
Why would you not?
because I want to feel like it's its own story doing its own thing. I want to see the same things that I've seen on the.
So like when you
My
see
screen.
Assassin's Creed, movies coming out,
Yeah.
you want to see a different story that happens to have the same Assassin's Creed names, or
Yeah.
you want to feel like you're playing the
No, I
video
want to see
game
a
again,
different story
watching it.
because if I want to play the game, I'll play the game for that story. If I want to see a movie, I want to see a different story. I don't want to see.
But wouldn't you rather them open up such a story you already know is great to the rest of the world? Because there's a lot of the world who doesn't play video games that is missing out on a really good story.
No.
I'm telling you, man, you gotta watch this Tomb Raider. It is super good, and I think it's better than the Angelina Jolie one.
Oh,
By a mile.
definitely. That one
Well,
was-
I mean, those are super old too, though. So it's kind of like.
But I'm saying like it's this movie is that good. I think it's a good reboot. I think
Okay.
it's. I
So
think it's
you have
really
two
But-
Tomb Raiders and two Bumblebees.
But is it better than Bumblebee?
I haven't seen Bumblebee.
That's the thing. That's a hard question. Cause
Okay,
we
so
haven't
you
haven't seen
vice
Bumblebee?
versa. We haven't seen vice versa. This is kind of hard.
This is such a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's funny is the
And the
tiebreaker.
Oscar goes to.
Listen,
Now we know how they're
this
picked.
is the shittiest version of the Oscars, right? Check it out. So the tie is
entertaining,
going to
though.
go to Jonathan, who hasn't seen either of these two.
Dang, so based on trailers. All right.
All right, Christopher Robin, let's go.
Tomb Raider or Bumblebee?
I'm going to go Bumblebee.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
The trailer did look cute. I just
Boosh.
I'm
didn't
gonna look
watch
up
it.
the Rotten Tomatoes.
It didn't even look good. It
You
really
should-
didn't look good.
Error, movie not found.
I didn't watch it because I didn't like the last two Transformer movies. They were pretty lame, so I
Right.
was afraid it was going to be the
I
same
will
thing.
watch it, though. I will watch it.
Tomb Raider, 51%.
Okay, people are dumb.
Okay.
We know that.
That's true.
93% Bumblebee.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
With the Rotten
I
Tomato
will,
fresh.
listen, today I will watch Bumblebee if you watch Tomb Raider
Ooh.
this weekend.
No, because it took you how long to watch Elf after I watched Waterworld?
you haven't watched it.
I watched Elf, but in my defense, I bought you that Waterworld to get you to watch it.
Did you buy him?
Nope.
Douche.
You can buy it.
You watch.
Yeah, I'll watch Tomb Raider.
You watch Tomb Raider. You like Tomb Raider the game.
I do.
So I'm telling
Last
you,
one is kind of boring.
it's a
I
really.
don't know. If
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be a
I've
lot
seen
like
you
that.
do
Okay.
Tomb Raider. It's like, I think that's
I'll
more
watch it.
love.
I'll
than
watch it. I'll watch
affection.
it.
I did not
I'm sure
expect
it's on
this
something.
category to make so much huff, but all right, we're good. All right, next up we have Best Sequel of 2018. Everything's a sequel, and this is going to be a little bit of a longer list. We added a couple to it already. Avengers Infinity War, Fantastical Beast, and the Crimes of Grindelwald. That's too long of a fucking name. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Mission Impossible Fallout, Deadpool 2, Creed 2, Incredibles 2, and Halloween. All right, so we'll go with Daniel first. Daniel,
I'm sorry.
you just missed them all. I'm handing you this list because it was too damn much to read.
He's just playing his phone all the time.
Best
Dang,
sequel.
that's pretty good. That's a good
I'm
list.
sorry, I just realized I keep sitting back and forward, so my voice.
No,
probably higher, though.
I'll catch that. I'll catch
Okay.
it. Yeah.
You know
But
it.
sequel, right?
The closer you guys are, the less echo we have.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just helps.
So,
There's a heater in the background too that I don't know how that's affecting that echo.
I'm gonna go with Deadpool 2.
As best sequel, okay.
Wow.
And the key with this too
Bad
is to
taste.
think of what is the most sequel-y, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like really follows up on a good storyline.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
What's
Jurassic
your
World:
statement?
Fallen Kingdom.
Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I
Yeah,
think they did a
I
good
liked
job
it.
on the as a follow-up. It was more of a
Yeah.
horror film. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset I haven't watched that one yet.
What?
I really like Jurassic
Wait, did you
Park.
not see? Did you say you haven't seen?
I haven't seen it.
Dude, your life
It
is
was really-
Jurassic
it was
World.
really
They
good.
upset
Jurassic
me,
Park.
that trailer. Because they always killed the
Yeah, I do feel like
Brontosaurus.
I felt like
They always murder them.
Well, it was really kind of
Who they
a
killed?
sweet way to do it, though.
The Brontosaurus, the long necks. It just reminds me
yeah,
of
that's-
Littlefoot.
That's
yeah, that was his grandma.
They actually
Q.
used the same like rigging as the original Brontosaurus when it first got introduced to really pull out the heartstrings. When it was dying, yeah, it like jumped up and then went down. It was like the same rigging as the original, so like purposely was like, remember that moment you saw your first dinosaur? We're killing it. So yeah, it was that was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
I've seen Avengers. I just saw Ant-Man.
You gotta leave your house some days. You understand that?
Yeah,
Like
I
you
wait
just
till they
gotta
come to
There's
Netflix.
more.
And then I turn on Netflix.
They are on Netflix. Yeah, okay.
I do the same thing, though.
How about Ant-Man?
Wow.
We all make bad choices in our life.
And I'm gonna be honest, I picked it because I knew I was gonna get that response.
Wow.
Okay.
Fucking Joe, he's forever troll.
So, I'm not going with Jurassic World because I feel like it's just a copycat of Planet of the Apes because I could already predict what the third one's going to be about. You know?
Fair. I never really thought about that, but that's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. Number 3.
Yeah, think about it.
Now, yeah, that's all I'm thinking about now.
And you made the statement of what's a really good sequel, and I think that's going to cancel me on Incredibles 2 because
Okay.
it's just okay.
It's just
next
another
Incredibles
story.
Bad.
And not a follow up. Yeah.
I don't want to keep supporting it, but I'm gonna go Halloween just because it
Okay.
felt like we were talking about.
It was a
where
really good
she
sequel.
was getting revenge.
Yeah.
You
Okay, so we have Ant-Man. We had a Jurassic World. We had a Halloween. All right, I'm gonna go with
And Deadpool.
and Deadpool. That's what it was. All right.
Ooh, Frankie.
I just missed it. I'm
Trying to get me
sorry.
out of this thing right now.
You just have to listen to me talking. And I couldn't keep my notes while you guys are passing around the paper. Every one of you had to read the notes off the paper,
yeah.
That was a lot.
so
to
I
remember.
couldn't like jot them down.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot for me to write down. All right, so I have to do the tiebreaker, and I'm gonna go with. I think because it really redeemed it too. That was one big thing too. Jurassic World.
know?
I think it redeemed the first movie. I don't think was very good. Jurassic World, the first one wasn't very good. I think Fallen Kingdom redeemed it better though. I think it did a
No, I
better
like the
job.
other one.
I like how they changed. They didn't just make it the same, like visual story. Like it didn't seem like it was just repeating. Change the recipe a little bit and redo it.
Yeah, it was.
It was
Well, military
it had a totally
dinosaurs.
different feel when
The
they.
legends on there.
It's a whole different thing though.
Yeah, did you see it?
Yeah. I
Well,
did.
okay, the main
Is there like a
bad
big dino this time?
dinosaur maybe was the same, but how the main bad dinosaur was presented was totally different.
Yeah.
The second movie was a horror film.
Yeah, I
Really?
like how they
Yeah.
actually did that. They made it feel like a slasher film through
Yeah.
some of those scenes where lights are going out and then it's sneaking up
Yeah.
on you and
Yeah,
it
I'm
was,
not angry with
it was
that.
more
Even-
suspenseful.
Like my
than-
favorite shot, I think we talked about it before, was there's a part where like even a girl's running down the hallway and the dinosaur's behind her.
Yeah,
And it was like, dude, this is so The Shining. This is so it's
Yeah.
like that kind of a shot.
yeah.
It was really well done director wise. I have him on Twitter. He actually gave us a shout out. So that's pretty cool. Best sequel of 2018, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Nice.
All right, in our last category, the big one, best comic book movie, because those are the only movies that matter anymore. We have, please listen to the words that I'm saying. Okay. Avengers: Infinity War,
I've seen it.
Aquaman, Black Panther. Okay, making sure Joe's been seeing these. Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse,
Haven't seen
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Deadpool 2, and Venom. All right, and we'll start with Joe.
it. Venom.
All right, and we'll go Squeaks. Best comic
Um,
book movie of 2018.
Man, I really don't. Maybe just because I'm getting so superhero fatigue, I don't really care about any of these.
That's crazy.
Superhero fatigue.
I am
Yeah.
because
It's
it's all
happening now.
superheroes
Yeah.
and reboots, and it's
Yeah.
like, man, I don't get excited anymore as a
Get a
superhero
new
movie.
story at least in the
Yeah.
superhero world. Yeah.
Honestly, I think Marvel would have done good. I like the idea of them coming together and doing the whole Avengers thing, but they probably would have done better to slow down, take their time developing these characters a little more for like another 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
years, and then come together and start doing the whole Avengers
I
thing.
agree, but I also just love Avengers.
Yeah.
I was just watching it a couple days ago again. It's like I agree with you, but it's still good.
I don't like the concept. I know a lot of comic series probably do this too, but bringing you develop your character as such a powerhouse. This is Superman. He saves the entire world. Without him, we would all be rubble. Well, there's him, and then you put him next to Batman. He saves the entire city. Without him, they would all be in chaos and death. And then Wonder Woman, she saves all humanity. So all these great powerhouses, but then they all got to be side by side equals and work together to save us from something else. It's just you can't keep pushing everything higher and higher and higher.
Yeah, the stakes keep going up when it should be different
Yeah.
stakes, not increased stakes. It'd be nice to see some creative
Yeah.
things.
Because
Yeah.
like Iron Man was the biggest and baddest, and then they make Thor, and okay, well he's the biggest baddest, he's a god, and then they make somebody else, and then it's just like too
Yeah,
many.
Spider-Man,
You
he's
can't put them
comparable
all.
to Thor.
They shouldn't necessarily all be in the same universe. Somehow it seems like them being the hero of their universe or their world, whatever, kind of is a big part of their character.
That was kind of the nice thing with Civil War is because it changed, although it wasn't really an Avengers movie, but it was kind of like an Avengers movie. It changed the problem. Is that there was actually a political problem. They disagreed on it, and then they fought each other.
Yeah.
So it kind of had a little bit of a twist to it. There's like a
Yeah.
political intrigue to it.
Yeah.
Personally, one of the best MCU movies is Winter Soldier.
Mm.
It is because it's all about corruption and about Hydra
Yeah.
within the Shield. It wasn't about some big bad coming in.
That's true.
So
A little more earthly politics and stuff, not so much like superpower.
yeah,
Yeah.
go and speak
I don't
up though.
know.
You're like,
It's
oh,
just-
okay.
it's just a lot of superhero movies that come out all the time, and get mad at me. I don't care. I'm not watching Captain Marvel until Netflix.
I'll see it
But
first. I'll give her.
I think I'm gonna go with a really good actor, so I'm going with Venom.
Dang.
Yeah, woo, baby.
You know that doesn't deserve it, right?
I don't know.
All right.
I'd rate it at
I'm
50%.
I'm
out
putting
of
Venom,
all
and then
the
we're gonna lose all rep that we have when this thing wins.
Right. I'm gonna go with
That's why
Black
people hate the
Panther.
Oscars.
That was my
Black
favorite
Panther. That's the
movie,
correct answer. Okay, good job.
Alright, so me, well, I say Avengers, great movie, loved it.
Yeah, that's
Best,
amazing.
best Avengers movie of 2018.
Well,
Or
best
20
Avengers
so
movie.
far, I mean.
Avengers.
So, anyways. Then, I haven't seen Aquaman. I heard it was amazing.
It was a lot of fun.
I wish I could put that on my list, but I can't.
Mm.
So, I'm going to go with, you hate me, motherfucker, Venom.
Oh my god, guys! I have to delete that part of the podcast now. That's so loud, I can't turn that down.
I gotta go with Venom. It was so good.
You know how much editing I gotta do now?
It was a good movie.
I'm gonna throw
I would
my
say a good movie. I would
tiebreaker
say
in
the
on
best
Black
movie of
Panther.
2018.
Tiebreaker. It's 3-2.
No, I know. I'm just saying I want to make sure I get a vote in at the right answer.
Okay.
All right, and to lose all credibility, we had best comic book movie of 2018, Venom. I like Tom Hardy, but I mean, come on now, guys. You guys had Black Panther. You had Avengers, even Spider-Man Into the
Hey,
Spider-Verse.
I said that Avengers was
I know
great.
you did. And it
But
was
I
really good.
really liked Venom. It was like, you know, you get tired
What was your
of
favorite
seeing
part of Venom?
when he called him a loser.
He just mentioned to me that.
That's why I asked him.
It was funny.
That's why I asked
So,
him.
do you guys think that movie was carried by Tom Hardy's acting, or could he have been replaced by somebody else? You think it still would have been as good if they picked a
No,
different actor?
well, I think the whole Venom. I mean, they did a good job on Venom's voice and
Voice actor
yeah, the voice actor. I think that was pretty good.
and giving
Yeah,
him
but I
actual
could
character.
see it being replaced though. Like,
Yeah, I don't think he did anything too like over the top. Or just like, oh, he's the only Venom.
He
that could
wasn't ever be. Like he wasn't like the Revenant or
Wasn't
anything
Heath
crazy.
Ledger?
Oh, he's so good in Revenant. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I love that movie. I want to get down to 4K too because I hear it's like really good 4K.
yeah, that's good.
All right, so we'll just run down our list real quick. Best comic book movie of 2018, Venom. Best sequel,
His
Jurassic.
face when he says that.
Yeah.
So much disappointment.
Black Panther should have won. Best sequel, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Best reboot or remake, Bumblebee. Best CGI, Ready Player One. Totally agree on that. That's
Yeah.
such a good one.
That's awesome.
Biggest badass, Robert McCall from Equalizer 2. Also the wrong answer because you haven't seen Tomb Raider. You watched Tomb Raider, you'll change it too. Best villain, Thanos, and that's fair. Yeah. All right, so that's our Oscars 2018 list. I'm gonna save my review for Happy Death Day 2 till next week. So just wait till that, guys. But just in case you're wondering, don't watch it. All right, so see you guys next week, and bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Love you.